Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to make a crochet shirt. You will need these weight 4 yarn, 4 ply, a pair of scissors, and a 3 millimeter hook. Let's go ahead and get started. You're going to start by making a slip stitch. And then you're going to be chaining 100. So go ahead and chain your 100 stitches. After you've chained your 100 stitches, you're going to go ahead and make a chain of 6 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and on this stitch before your 100 stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1, and on the next stitch you're going to skip this stitch, and on this next stitch you're going to make a double crochet. Chain 1, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, you skip this stitch and make a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch and make a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch and make a double crochet. You're going to do that until you are at the end of your first row. You should have a total number of 51 boxes. We want to end up with an odd number of boxes. We are done with our first row. So what we are going to do next, we're going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and then you're going to double crochet in the next double crochet stitch, chain 1 and double crochet in the double crochet stitch, chain 1 and double crochet in the next double crochet stitch, chain 1 and double crochet in the next double crochet stitch, and you're going to keep doing that for a total number of 30 rows for the back panel. So you should have something like this for your back panel, a total number of 30 rows, and you should have a total number of 51 boxes. We're going to make our front panel, which is a bit different. I already did one side, so you're going to make a total number of 14 rows from the bottom up to here. Once you reach here, since you started your row with a total number of 51 boxes, so you're going to put a stitch marker on the 25th stitch from this side and on the 25th stitch on this other side. So that's why we have a stitch marker. That means you're going to have the 51st stitch at the middle part. So we are going to attach our yarn on the point where we put a stitch marker. First make a slip stitch, and on this point where we have a stitch marker, we are going to attach our yarn. And make a slip stitch like that. So after you've done that, you're going to go back there and make a chain 1 2 3 4, a chain of 4. That counts as a mesh stitch, and on this stitch, next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet. Chain 1, make a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, make a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, make a double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, and make a double crochet in the next stitch. And you're going to do that until you are at the end of your row. You should have a total number of 25 boxes. We are at the end of our row, our first row. So you're going to make a double crochet. Next row, you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn your work, and on this double crochet, you're going to place a double crochet and place a double chain 1 and place a double crochet in every double crochet stitch that is available. Chain 1 and place a double crochet on every double crochet stitch that is available, and you're going to keep doing this until you are at the point where you started. We are at the point where we started our first row. So on this last stitch, you're going to make a double crochet on the third stitch of the chain. So you should have 2 rows. So what you're going to do for the next 3 rows, you're going to be repeating row 1 and 2 until you have a total number of 5 rows. So I'm done with my 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My row ended on this side, you see. So we are going to move on to this next part. So I'm just going to start my 6th row like usual, and I will meet you guys once I get to this point. So once you get on your second last box, on your second last box, you're going to make a double crochet, and you have this one box remaining. You're going to skip that, and then you're going to move on to row 7. You're going to chain 1, you turn your work, and we are going to be decreasing again. So you're going to make slip stitches on this first box like that, and then once you do that, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the next double crochet you're going to place a double crochet. On the next double crochet you're going to place a double crochet, just like that, and you're going to keep making double crochets, chain 1 until you are at the end of your 7th row. And once you get to this side, on this side we are not decreasing, we are leaving it as it is. We are done with our row 7. It has ended on this side. So we are only decreasing on this middle part to make our neckline. Once you end your row on this side, you're just going to start as usual, chain 4 and make mesh stitches until you get here. I just wanted to make that clear. We are back at the point of decreases, so you're going to place a double crochet on this stitch, and you have 1 more remaining. So we are going to leave that as it is. So that is our row 8, and on row 9 you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and we are still making decreases. So you're going to make slip stitches, 1, 2, 3, until you get to this point. So we are leaving that out, and then you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to make mesh stitches until you are at the end of your row. So you're going to be repeating row 6 until you are at row 11. So you're just going to keep making decreases in every row. When you get to this point, make decreases in every row when you get to the middle part. We are on our last row, so we are going to make our last stitch, and then you're going to I'm not going to cut off my yarn just yet. So this is what we have, this is what we are working with. From row 6 up to row 11, we're just doing decreases in every row and on this side only until you are done. So this is what you should end up with, something shaped like that. So that's our neckline. We have our back panel. You should ensure you have a total number of 30 rows on both the front and the back panel. Also, we are going to count the stitches we have here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you should have a total number of 14 rows of 14 boxes once you get to your 11th row. So once we've made both the front panel and the back panel, we are going to join them together. And remember, here you were left with 14 boxes, so you're going to count on the back panel 14 boxes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And once you reach your 14th mark, you're just going to put your hook there. You preferably put a stitch marker. I don't have one, so I'll put my hook there and I'm going to join it with this other side. You are going to join the shoulders using single crochet and ensure you join them on the wrong side. Also ensure you join the 14 together so that you don't miss any stitch. If the front part has 14 boxes, ensure even the back part has 14 boxes. Once you've joined the shoulder part using single crochet, you should have the neckline where your head is going to go through. So you join the sides using single crochets as well. And then you're going to be joining 15 together. So you join 15 on this side, 15 on the other side, 15 from this side, 15 on the other side, 15 rows. So that means you will be left with 15 for the sleeves on the top part and 15 for the sleeve on this other part. I hope that is clear. So for the arm area, you are going to attach your yarn at the corner stitch at the armpit area. So what we are going to do, I ended up reducing the number of rows I wanted for the top part of the shirt. So I left 14 on this side and 14 on the other side. So that is a total number of 14 plus 14 is 28. So what we are going to do, we want the number of the stitches to increase. So what we are going to do, you're going to make your first slip stitch like that. Once you make your first slip stitch, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and on this first box that is here, the box that is lying outside, that is lying the opposite way, you're going to make a double crochet in between the box, and on this joining part you're going to chain 1 and make a double crochet like that. And you're going to chain 1. Basically you're just making the mesh stitch. You're going to chain 1, and on this other box you're not going to go through this space, you're going to go through here. So you make a double crochet there, and on the next one you make a double crochet there, chain 1 and make a double crochet, chain 1, on the next one make a double crochet, just like that. So you have 1, 2, 3, those are 3 boxes, and you're going to chain 1 again and make another double crochet, just like that. Okay, 1 2 3 4, chain 1. But on this next box you're going to make a double crochet in the middle, chain 1, and make a double crochet at the end. Chain 1, and you're going to make a double crochet like normal. Chain 1, make a double crochet like usual. Chain 1, and make a double crochet like usual, just like that in the next 3 boxes. 1 2 3, and then you're going to chain 1 on this box. You're going to make a double crochet inside, chain 1 at the edge, make a double crochet, then chain 1, make a double crochet at the edge, chain 1, and make a double crochet at the edge, chain 1, make a double crochet at the edge, just like that. This is 1 2 3, and you are at the joining part. I call it the shoulder part. You're going to chain 1 and make a double crochet there in the middle, then chain 1 and make a double crochet at the edge. So this side you should ensure you have a total number of 18 boxes. You're going to mirror this on the other side. Once you get at the end of your first row, you're going to slip stitch in the first stitch like that, and you should have a total number of 36 boxes. So for the next part, you're going to chain 1 2 3 4, and you're going to be making mesh stitches for a total number of 10 rows. So you're going to be repeating row 2 without increases, so you're not going to be increasing or decreasing. Just make mesh stitches on top of your previous stitches like that. No increase, no decrease. Make your mesh stitches, chain 1, make a double crochet just like that. Once you get at the end of your row, once you get back to this part, just make a slip stitch. You can turn your work if you want to, but I won't be turning my work. I'll just be making it in a continuous way until you have a total number of 10 rows. So we are done with our sleeve. You should have a total number of 10 rows. Once you're done with your sleeves, we are moving on to the neckline area. We'll start by making this part. Count 1 2 3 4 5, and then on the 5th stitch, attach your yarn using a slip stitch, just like that. Make a slip stitch, pull through your yarn. So on the first stitch, make a single crochet, and on the space in between, make two single crochet, and on this space, make a single crochet, and on the space in between, make 2 single crochet, and on this, make a single crochet. The space in between, make 2 single crochet. When you get to the end, make another single crochet. The space in between, make 2 single crochet. So that is what you are going to do until you are at the end of your row, just like that. You have your single crochet. So we want our work to overlap. So what you're going to do, this middle stitch, we are going to skip it, and we are going to make single crochet on this stitch, 2 single crochet, 1 2, and at the edge here, make a single crochet. just like that. I hope that is clear. We want our work to overlap, so that is what we do. And then so just keep making single crochets. After your first row, make two more row of single crochet, and on this row we are starting off on row 4. So on row 4 you're going to start with a single crochet, then you're going to chain 1 2. After you've chained 2, you're going to skip 1 and you're going to make single crochet 2 3 4. After you've done that, you're going to chain 2 more. On this 4th row we are making buttonholes. That is why we are chaining 2, so that we can have our buttonholes, because if you want to add buttons on your shirt, so we've already made 1 2, so I'm going to chain 1 2. We should have three more buttonholes. I think I'm going to add a single crochet here, just 1 more, and then chain 2 1 2, and then make my last single crochet. So that is what you're going to do for the 4th row. And then on our 5th row you're just going to be placing single crochets like usual. So on this space put 2 single crochets because you chained 2. On this other space just place your usual single crochet, nothing fancy, and you're going to be doing this until you are at the end of your row 5. So we are moving on to our last row. Our last row will be row 6. You're just going to be placing single crochet on every single crochet stitch that is available to you. You'll be done with this part of the shirt. So on this other side we are going to start our row at the bottom, and at this point we are not going to be doing anything fancy like we did on the other side. You're just going to be placing single crochet in every stitch that is available. So place 1 2 single crochet in the space, and then make a single crochet at the joining part, put 2 single crochet in the space and make a single crochet in the joining part, 2 single crochet in the space and make a single crochet at the joining part. And you're going to just keep doing this until you get to the point where your collar starts. So 1 2, this is our last stitch, and make a single crochet. After you do that, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to be making single crochet in every single crochet stitch that is available to you. You're going to make 6 rows of single crochet like you did on this other side. So just keep making single crochets until you have a total number of 6 rows on this side. So we are done with this region of the shirt. What we are going to do on this next part, you are going to attach this extended part to 1 2. You're going to attach it here. You're going to take your darning needle and sew it to that part. Take this on the other side, and then you sew it again to this other side. That way you have this type of V neckline. Anyway, let's move on to the upper part of the shirt. We are going to start our row at this point, and we are going to start by placing a slip stitch there. Pull through your yarn Once you do that, you are going to place a single crochet there, and on this part we are going upwards. You're going to be placing single crochets. Once you get to this point, make a single crochet. You'll just have to maneuver, and then that will lead us to this point, and make two single crochet in the box area. Once you get to this point, the joining area, place a single crochet. This place here, place two single crochet. Once you get to this part that looks like a corner, place a single crochet. You're going to skip through that, and on this point here you're going to place a single crochet. So this is what you should have. Your work should lay flat, single crochet. Once you get here, place two single crochet, and on the corner here place a single crochet. Skip to this part, place a single crochet. Just keep making single crochet. You'll get the hang of it as you keep going. Your work should be flat. Place two single crochet, place one single crochet there, and move to this part and place two single crochet, and on this area place a single crochet. Also count your stitches so that you can know how many you have on this side, so that when you get to this other side you count and ensure that your stitches match. Place a single crochet there, and once you get to these normal looking mesh stitches, you are going to be placing single crochet and one single crochet in the middle, and one single crochet in the double crochet, one single crochet in the chain one space, one single crochet in the middle, one single crochet, just like that. You're just going to be placing single crochet in every single crochet stitch that is available to you. So we reached this side of our neckline. Place two single crochet in the chain two space and place a single crochet there. Go through to this corner, make a single crochet, place two single crochet in this space, place a single crochet there, and place two single crochet on this space, just like that, and place your last single crochet there. So count your stitches on every side so that you can know how many single crochets you have. On this side where I started, I have 34 single crochet until the up to the shoulder, up to the neckline. So this side I also ensured I have 34. So once I get to that point, try to see if they are matching or they look similar to the other side. Anyway, we are going to move on to our next row. So you're going to chain one, turn your work, and on this next row we are not doing anything fancy. We're just going to be placing single crochet in every single crochet stitch that is available, and after this row you're going to be repeating row 2 until you have a total number of 12 rows of single crochet, and that will make our collar. You can add more rows if you want your collar to be bigger, or you can reduce if you want your collar to be smaller. Yeah, that's it. So you're just going to be placing single crochet all the way around. So I did finish my collar, which I did a total number of 12 rows. You can do more if you want it to be a bit bigger, or you can do less. You take your darning needle and just sew into only two boxes of the only two boxes of the chain two double crochet stitch of the mesh stitch. You just sew it together just like that, and unfortunately this is going to end up below, so we are not going to use that for our button. You can leave it like that, but the other parts where we did put our buttonhole are sitting very right, so we are just going to put a button on this side and on the other side. But I personally prefer not to have a button, so I'll just leave my shirt like that. Yeah, so cut off your yarn and you're basically done with your shirt. This is what you should end up with, something similar to this. You can add one row of single crochets on the arms and one row of single crochet at the bottom, just to ensure it's cinched up. Yeah, and this is what you should have. This is the first shirt that I made. Yeah, this is what you should have. You can put buttons if you want or leave it as it is. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until the next